We will begin now. Listen what Gurudev says and not what you want.
Our lives revolve around love. The origin of life is love, and the goal of life is also love. Suppose you have everything in the world and there is no love in life. Would you like to live? Nobody would like to live. Love is the aim of life, the goal of life. Yet, the seeking for love that brings freedom, that brings comfort, that brings such a peace is ongoing. Isn't that? If you see from the other side, you find all the problems in life also comes because of love. Greed, jealousy, anger, frustration, all these negative emotion, a horde of negative emotions are caused by loves. It's a distorted form of love. Yet we do not want any of these distortions. So the mankind is seeking for a love which is free from negativity, which is soothing, which is comforting, which leaves you in peace. Isn't it? The center of life is love. And yet we seem to be so far away from our own centers. What can connect us to our center? What can bring us back to ourselves? This quest is ongoing. You need a little thread to be connected. You need something to hold on that raises the hope in life, that brings light into your eyes, that makes your heart feel lighter, add wings to your heart. What is that? That's something that is missing in our life that can transform our life from misery to celebration, that can turn the tears of sadness to tears of joy, tears of gratitude. That thread we need, that life saving thread. Such thread, such rope, such strings are called sutras. Means that which has the essence and in short gives you something to hold on, uplifts you. A tiny thread can make the kite soar high in the sky. A tiny thread makes the kite go up in the sky. So this mind needs such a sutra, a thread. One such sutras are Bhakti sutras, the aphorisms of love. There was a sage, rishi, in the ancient days, whose name was Narada. Narada means one who connects you to the source. One who is in the center as well as in the circumference. Most of us, we reel in our circumference. We remain in our circumference. We are just trying to find our center, but we never reach there. We move in circles. We remain in the exterior. And there are those who live in their center, who live in their world of their own, not connected to the practical reality of life. Often you find this happening in the world. There are some people who are very much in ideology, but they're not so practical. And others who are so practical, they drop all the ideals, goals. So there is no progress in life. You need a balance, a path, a connectedness with your ideology and the practicality. Wisdom is that which makes high ideals possible to live in daily life, in a mundane existence. The Rishi Narada is also called the Devarshi, and the playful Rishi is known for creating mischiefs. If someone is here and someone is there and plays double role, hey, don't be like Narada. It's a colloquial expression in India. He'll create trouble and problem everywhere, but all that problem and trouble will turn out to be something very good for everybody. See, life is no fun without some mischief. Life is not a struggle. Life is not a boredom, a weight on your head. It is celebration. It's a play. Your life is a play and display of consciousness. Narada was one such rishi, one of his kind. He would create mischief. He would connect people who normally don't connect. He would connect you to the center, to your own existence. He gives the spokes to the wheel. It's the spokes that makes a wheel a wheel. A center will not make a wheel, just a ring cannot make a wheel. It's the spoke that makes the wheel a wheel. And it's the spoke that makes something rolling, something moving. When life is stagnant, you need to go to Narada. He'll keep it moving. And how does he do it? With a small aphorisms, a tiny sutras, tiny words of wisdom. The Bhakti Sutras, Bhakti, the divine love, love in its ultimate form, love in its pinnacle. You know, there are so many different types of love, varieties of love. The way you love your children, you don't love your parents. The way you love your parents, you don't love your friends. The way you love your friends, you don't love the same way you love the animals. The way you love your objects, your home, your car, your telephone, everything else, all other little objects in your home. It's all different. The expression of love is different. The flavors are different. Their modes are different. And the pinnacle of love, where all these different forms meet or culminate, is called bhakti. That which is common between God and man is bhakti. That which you share with this entire creation is bhakti. If you can think of a love which you share with the entire universe, the whole cosmos, that state of unity, oneness, is what bhakti is. Love is not just an emotion. Love is not say, oh my dear, I can't live without you. Don't go anywhere, just stay next to me all the time. This is emotion. Of course, there is love behind that emotion. There is love behind every emotion. You love perfection, so you are angry at imperfection. You love objects very much, so you are greedy about it. You love someone very much for yourself, then you are jealous. But is there some love that has wisdom in it? Is there some love that uplifts you, elevates you, brings such thrill in your whole being? Is there a love that wakes you up totally from every cell of your body? That is bhakti. Narada begins his Bhakti Sutras saying, Athatho bhaktim vyakyasyama. And now I shall explain bhakti. This is something that is impossible to do. An emotion cannot be expressed. But the core of emotion, the origin of emotions, the origin of existence, how that can be explained? Sages do that which is impossible. You cannot even express enough your love for someone by gestures, by your movements, by your words. But something that is so deep and so vast, so huge, how can you find its expression? Narada is attempting to do that. Athato, he says, and then now I will explain bhakti. He puts a condition. Then, now. That means before you must have done something. Athato, and then, now. I'll explain what is bhakti. Like the bee, you went here and there, went into every flower. You tried to grasp, grab whatever you could do. In the world, you have seen so many different types of love, so many different types. And you have experienced misery here, misery there. Or a little disappointment here, a little disappointment there. Some joy here, some joy there. A joy without peace even many times. Excitements you have experienced. You have seen world enough. Then the seeking has begun. If you are asleep, nothing matters to you. There is no quest. Whom should be given an explanation? One who asks, isn't it? Someone who is asleep, what is the point in giving them an explanation? You need certain amount of wakefulness in order to listen, in order to hear and digest. So Narada says, and then, so now you are awake. Now you know what the reality in life. You have understood the core of our existence is moving towards love. The goal of our life is to seek love. Isn't it? What good is that enlightenment which has no love? And if there is love, who cares for enlightenment? The word enlightenment itself means unconditional love. The love that doesn't die out, that stays, that uplifts. So is that seeking has started in you? Has that search began? Then okay, now we can talk about love. And you can't talk about love to someone who doesn't know what love is. Fortunately, in this creation, there is not a being who does not know what love is. We are born out of love. It's all a matter of getting back to the source. So, has that journey begun in you? Do you want to get back to your source? Then I can give you a little explanation. Sa tvasmin parama prema rupa. You can only know something by something which you already know. Your journey can only happen from known to unknown, not from unknown to unknown. Someone asked, what is pine tree? Pine tree is pine tree. A tall tree. Any tree could be a tall tree. But if you do not know pine tree, how will you know pine tree? What is banana? Banana is plantain. What is plantain is banana, you know. You cannot know a plantain through apple. You know, it's the same type of fruit, but which is long. How does it taste? It tastes like a mixture of banana. There's no way to explain to you something which is not of the same category. Sa tvasmin parama prema rupa. You know about love. You know something about love. You have experienced in your life. Bhakti is the ultimate of that love. Is the full range of that love. Sa tvasmin parama prema rupa. That is That bhakti is love in it, in him, in the divine. How much you love your children, how much you love your friends. Multiply that with so many times, nth number of times. That is the bhakti. If your love for a person, for an object is X, multiply that a million times, even then that cannot come near bhakti. It will be less than bhakti. Sa tvasmin parama prema rupa. Intense love. Amrita swarupacha. If you look at the way your life has expanded in love, your love has always been changing colors. A baby clings on to the mother, doesn't want to leave the mother for a second even. But that same baby, when it grows older and older, see how its attention moves away from the mother. Not that it doesn't love the mother, but there is a difference. As the same child gets married and begets children, and see how much that person loves the children and how much they love their parents. It's changed. See, you love your children more than your parents. And same will happen to your children. They will start loving their children more than you. One day we say, I can't live without you. Another day, I can't stand you. Love has distorted, died out. But bhakti is amrita swarupacha, the love that doesn't die, that grows by minute, by second, that never vanishes. That love is bhakti. Amrita swarupacha. Immortal is its nature, timelessness is its quality. Amrita swarupacha. Yallabdva puman siddho bhavati, amrito bhavati, tripto bhavati. Attaining which perfection comes in life. You know, when there is love, you see perfection. When you don't love somebody, you will see all the imperfection in them. But if it's someone who belongs to you, whom you love very dearly, you don't see so many imperfections. You're compelled to see some imperfection when it starts bothering you and your situation and people around you. But still, when there is love, you see perfection. The three types of perfection: perfection in action, perfection in speech, and perfection in the feelings. When such love dawns in life, the perfection is imminent. Amrito bhavati. Immortal is such love. I heard of an instant. A teenager boy beat up his mother. They were both traveling in a train. So he was beating his mother. And the police came, and she was bruised and she was bleeding. The police came and arrested the son. They were going to take him into task, take him to custody. But the mother pleaded the police, no, please leave him. He's my son. The mother pleaded, don't touch him. She was all bruised and she was almost half conscious. In that half conscious state, she pleads to the police, no, don't beat up my son. Don't punish him. He's my child. Child. He's nearly 18, 19, 20-year-old boy. But her mother says, no, my child. Don't touch him. She could not see any imperfection in the child. You see what I'm saying? Divine love brings such perfection in life. You see everything with wisdom. The creation moves from one perfection to another perfection, not from imperfection to imperfection. You can see the whole situation in two perspectives. One, you can say everything is moving from disaster to disaster, imperfection to imperfection. This is not imperfect. Something else will happen that will also be not imperfect. Or move from perfection to perfection. What is the use of love in life? You know, people say it's better not to be emotional, not to have any of these emotions, love and other things. Just be mechanical. Shut off the emotions. Many people are afraid to love just because it will bring some problem, pain, hurt. Love hurts, so better shut it off. Live like a wood. Live like a rock. Love makes you supple and vulnerable. It is the Bhakti Sutras, the knowledge of Bhakti that gives the strength, that allows you to be loving yet be strong and powerful. It allows you to be supple yet not vulnerable. Delicate yet immortal, strong. Siddho bhavati, perfection. Perfection comes in life. Amrito bhavati, timelessness, immortality comes in life. Immortal means not that your body remains forever. Undying source of energy. This realization you are not just the body, you are the spirit, comes through love. Tripto bhavati brings such fulfillment which you cannot get through anything else. Who doesn't want such love? Who doesn't want such perfection? Who doesn't want such fulfillment? Think knowledge can bring fulfillment? No. Knowledge only prepares you to dive into devotion. Knowledge is like the soap that you put on the cloth. It, of course, washes away all the dirt. But love is like the purity of the garment. Love is what you are. Like your body is made up of amino acids, protein, carbohydrate. The spirit in you is made up of love. And that is undying. It's immortal. The whole purpose in life is to realize that you are immortal. Again, not the body, the spirit. You are immortal. You are fulfillment. Where are you looking for that fulfillment? You know, when dogs bite the bone, they feel that the bones are very juicy. It's because biting the bone, they make wounds in their own jaws. Their own jaws start bleeding. They don't know that that what juice they are enjoying is from their own gums. Bones are not juicy. You are juicy. Lakshmi comes to those.
Keep your eyes closed for a minute and revise what did Gurudev say today. What are the things which you learned was new? What are the things which you will apply today? Slowly open your eyes and turn on your cameras. Jai Gurudev. Okay. When life becomes stagnant, you go to Narada. He'll make the life a celebration, right? Like you all came. We seek for love free from negativity, love which is soothing, comforting, which leaves us with peace. But how? By connecting us to the center. And what will do that? Who will do it? The thread of sutras, which Narad Bhakti is giving us the perfect balance between ideology and being practical. There has to be balance. If there is no balance, then it's lost. That will come with this wisdom, the sutras. Okay? Connect us to the center. And he's talking about bhakti. Bhakti is that pinnacle of love that you share with the whole cosmos. You share it with everyone. That one thing common is this bhakti, love with wisdom. So how does he start? He says, then and now. Then, since you went through so many experiences, love, misery, attachments, and then there was divine love. It was everything. You went through all this distortion of love. You went through all purity of love, good, bad, everything you went through. And then a seeking started, a seeking that there is something, and undying love, love that doesn't diminish, love that doesn't become lesser and lesser, love, that pure love that doesn't turn into jealousy, greed, etc. You are seeking for that love, and that is the reason today I will explain what love is. That's what Narada says. Okay. Hmm. So then Gurudev asked also, have the search began in you? Are you still running behind money or something like that? Or, just material joy? Or that search of undying love, has it began in you? That is the question Gurudev asked, or maybe Narada asked. We don't know. It's like both are same only. We don't see the difference between Narada and Guruji. For us, Guruji only Narada, and Narada only Guruji. Okay? So everybody knows this love. You can go from known to known, not unknown to unknown. Like Gurudev gave an example of pine, mango, banana. How does apple taste? If you have never tasted apple, it tastes like banana. No, it tastes like apple. That's you cannot express that way. So, but luckily, everyone in this cosmos knows what love is, have experienced it. Huh? So, getting back to the source is what the whole journey is. Huh? Have you began your journey to getting back to your source? Gurudev asks. So, this Swadhyaya is important. You have to contemplate, you have to study. Self study is very important. Otherwise, knowledge is waste. You can know something from what you know. See, if you love some person, multiply it by n times, and that is the love of bhakti. Even that is less than bhakti. Bhakti is that much love, intense love, amruta swarupa. Gurudev said, amruta swarupa, immortal is this love. So he says, not human body, it is the spirit that love that. Even when you love that person, you just forget, not person, but in that devotion, we forget everything, and just love exists. It's like we became immortal. Nothing can touch you at that time. Like Mira. Attaining it. Once you attain that bhakti, what happens? Perfection comes into you. In that love, you see only perfection. It's like it's just perception. Seeing perfection or seeing imperfection is just perception, and in love you will only see perfection. Not only that, you will become siddha. You will become that perfect being, perfect speech, perfect action, perfect feelings. Gurudev here use the word feeling. Perfect speech, perfect action, perfect feeling. That perfection will dawn in you. You will become that siddha, that perfection. Then he said many things like, uh, perfect balance. You are delicate, yes, very strong. You're always uh, content. You're always grateful. That one. Huh? Uh, Perfection emanates from you. You radiate perfection. Nobody can not see your perfection. That much perfection will radiate. But sometimes in anger or something, we say some words comes out, some action. Many times it happens. But do this siddha, none of this happens. It's always perfect. Knowledge doesn't give you this. Knowledge only prepares you to dive deep in this devotion. Diving deep in devotion hurts your ego. It dissolves your ego, so you don't want to do it. You don't want to like literally belong to you. I belong to you. Not we don't say it 100%. Like Hanuman said to Ram, you tell me, your wish is my command. Your wish is like a command. I'll do it. Like I'll move mountains for it. That I belong to you. Whatever you say, Sarnagati, my speed belong to you. That, that 100%. Huh? It will be so beautiful now if that happens. And that fear, we have this fear. What if I surrender everything of mine to that person? What will happen to me? This the ego doesn't want us to do that, but if you do it, my so knowledge prepares us to let go and really dissolve in this love, dive deep in this devotion. Only knowledge can. Okay. Then Gurudev gave example. Soap is the knowledge you use to clean it, but then you don't keep the soap, you throw it away. The purity of the garment is love, is devotion. And you are made up of love. The spirit, the you which is the true spirit is love. And the purpose of the love is also to realize that you are immortal. You are fulfillment. You don't have to look out. Gurudev says the bone is not juicy, you are juicy. So you all can unmute yourself. If there are any questions, you can always ask. It's always good to ask questions, Or tell me, did all these questions came? Are you a seeker? Were you searching for this immortal love, love that never ends?
Yeah.
Yes, Satyanarayanji.
Yeah.
Yes, Ajitaji.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yes.
Very beautiful. The examples are very much relevant. I think you really like it.
Yes. That's why we love Gurudev so much. He's so practical. He will give us practical solutions.
Very, very simple example.
Say again, please.
Very simple example. You can immediately relate.
Yes, very simple. Yes. He will, doesn't matter how difficult the knowledge is, he will never make it difficult. He'll make it easier and easier for everyone to understand. Yes, Ajita ji, you wanted to ask something? Hi, Kuldeep.
How does it comes the pure love which called devotion? Gurudev said no, and you also said. How does it come from? How does it come, sir?
So sometimes when you go to, of course with knowledge, Gurudev says, but sometimes you go to a mall and they have kept some free things to eat, to taste, and you taste it. And then you ask how much to pay for it. So the payment is the 18 days. You come for these 18 days. Today is the first day. You come for the 18 days, and then Gurudev will slowly. So today he has just given us the taste. So this will happen, you'll be so delicate and yet so strong. You'll be so supple, but you'll be so, strong also, sensitive and strong. So everything. So today he was like playing with us. You want this, you want this, you want this, you'll get everything here. Narada will tell you how. And then now slowly he will. But he did say one thing. He said knowledge will help you. See, we want to dissolve. It's not like we don't want to. If you look at ourselves, when we fall in love, we want to totally dissolve in that person. Either you eat me or I'll eat you. Like that much dissolve we want deep inside in the core. Outside we may act, oh no, it's nothing like that. We are just friends. But deep down inside, you want to dissolve. We all are seeking for that soothing comfort. We want to dissolve, but our ego doesn't let us dissolve. So that's where wisdom and knowledge and everything will come. And purity will also come.
Devotion also.
So anyways, we are doing sadhana. We are doing.
Sometimes I feel like, uh, dispassion comes that.
Yes, yes, it comes. Gurudev will explain in further videos how it happens. It's like if you have a same job, one person is paying you 10 lakh rupees for it, and the same job other person is paying 10 rupees. To show dispassion to 10 rupees is not that difficult, right? You automatically get dispassionate to the 10 rupees and your attention goes to 10 lakh rupees. So that's what Gurudev said now today. Your love to some person, multiply that with billions and billions, and then also it cannot be close to bhakti. That much love that happens in you, and you are the source of that love. It's not somewhere out. Gurudev says, Narda is, we are like in the circumference. Even in art of living, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying that us in the art of living, we are in the if here is the Gurudev, we are here, circumferring, just rotating around him. But to connect, those connection, that is what Narad Bhakti Sutras are. The sutras to connect to that center. And this is like the circumference, and inside is that center. That connection is the sutras. So now we'll learn more sutras. So it is 18 days. So slowly the number should not reduce, it should increase. More and more people should come. Okay. Yes. So we are all seekers, so there has to be like that. What? It is important. Only then Narada will explain. Otherwise, Narada will not explain. He'll say seeking is not here. So it's good that we feel what is the solution? What to do? Gurudev, tell me. This is good. This is required. Okay. Any other questions? Anyways, today Gurudev explained every point very nicely, and he gave good amount of time to every point. So I think everybody understood everything. Still, if there are any questions, you can still ask. Hi, Gaijang. I think red is Gaijang's favorite color. I have seen you in that red too many times, right? But you look nice in red. Color of love. Gurudev said, love is of so many colors, right? And he gave an example of the love of a baby, then love of a child, then teenager, and then when we grow up, and then when we get our kids, how love changes color. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. I'll still wait 5 seconds. If there is anyone with a question, you can always ask. Otherwise, we'll meet tomorrow. 3 p.m. we start. Please log in little earlier. And doesn't matter what happens, this 18 days, one day to ho gaya. Only 17 more days. You just in your mind have this sankalpa. Yes, I will attend all the days. Okay. That's it. Jai Gurudev. Bye-bye.
Very good.
Jai Gurudev.